Working with Jay and having a collaboration with him is just one of those things that everyone dreams to do in their musical career. And here I am at 19 years old with the #1 single and featuring Jay-Z. It's just, I can't fathom it sometimes. It's just too much for me to, it's overwhelming sometimes.
Jay-Z gave her the herpes that she gave to Chris Brown. And that first night, when he had that outbreak and he busted in the Davis's house and said, "Where the is this dirty at? I can't him for that."
It looks like Jay-Z has more to worry about than just that South African lawsuit, because Chris Brown is spilling some jaw-dropping tea that's bound to turn heads. For years, rumors have swirled about Jay-Z's alleged inappropriate relationships with young female artists. But now Chris Brown is stepping up to shed new light on these whispers. And it's as wild as it gets. Chris is claiming that Jay-Z blacklisted him in the music industry because of his relationship with Rihanna. But trust me, it's not for the reasons you're thinking. He's finally breaking his silence about that infamous 2009 incident with Rihanna and revealing his side of the story. And here's the kicker. According to Chris, Rihanna was allegedly cheating on him with Jay-Z and even contracted an STI from the rap mogul. But wait, it gets even messier. Chris is also dropping some shocking details about how Jay-Z supposedly manipulated Rihanna throughout the years. And what about the biggest bombshell of them all? Chris accuses Jay-Z of selling Rihanna to big industry players for personal gain. If it doesn't get your attention, I'm not sure what will. Chris Brown appears to be determined to expose all of his grievances with Jay-Z, and the situation is likely to escalate out of control. So, let's take it all step by step. Rumors regarding Rihanna and Jay-Z's genuine connection have been circulating for what seems like an eternity, and they refuse to go away. Rihanna began her music career as a young teenager, with Jay-Z serving as her mentor and guiding force in both her professional and personal life. His influence appeared to permeate every aspect of her journey, fueling conjecture about the nature of their relationship. Despite both of them consistently denying any illicit relationship, the rumors have been relentless. Rihanna, for her part, appeared to be extremely grateful for Jay-Z's guidance, frequently thanking him for the possibilities he offered. She appeared to value his advice, even as rumors about their apparent relationship persisted. But now that Chris Brown has come forward to add his voice to these long-running speculations, things are set to take a dramatic turn. This tea is steaming hot, so stick around as we peel back the layers of this complex web of allegations and relationships.
Working with Jay and having a collaboration with him is just one of those things that everyone dreams to do in their musical career. And here I am at 19 years old with the #1 single and featuring Jay-Z. It's just, I can't fathom it sometimes. It's just too much for me to, it's overwhelming sometimes.
When the streets started buzzing with rumors that Jay-Z and Rihanna might have had a secret something going on, even while he was married to Beyonce, let's just say jaws hit the floor. At first, people brushed it off. After all, the entertainment industry thrives on outrageous gossip. But instead of fading away, the whispers only grew louder, sparking serious curiosity. Was there actually more to the story than met the eye? Then, in a shocking twist, Rihanna's former publicist, Jonathan Hay, stepped forward to claim responsibility. He admitted to starting the rumor as a desperate PR stunt to boost Rihanna's breakout single, Pon de Replay. "I was reckless," Hay confessed. "I didn't think it would blow up like this. I was just throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what stuck. I never imagined it'd snowball into this. Knowing that people are still profiting off this speculation honestly makes me sick. I want to shut this down once and for all." You'd think that would put an end to the drama, right? Not so fast. Chris Brown, of all people, called BS on Hay's confession. According to Chris, the publicist wasn't clarifying the narrative. He was allegedly covering up the real story that Jay-Z's team wanted to bury. Chris claimed that not only was Jay-Z involved with Rihanna, but he even brought her to the US from Barbados under questionable circumstances. Sounds wild, doesn't it? But Chris isn't just pulling these allegations out of thin air. Several insiders have reportedly been saying the same thing for years. One of the most notable voices, Jaguar Wright, the outspoken singer who has made a name for herself calling out the industry's darkest secrets. Jaguar alleged that Jay-Z actually paid Rihanna's father a staggering $500,000, and that was just the beginning of their complicated story.
Who only seemed to work on teeny bopper projects, who discovered Rihanna at 3 a.m. in the morning in a hotel room on the island where she comes from, with no parental supervision. And then she was put on a private plane, a minor, from one country to another, without parental supervision. And she ended up in a boardroom with Mr. Carter, without parental supervision. Y'all got young children. Would you just let your daughter leave and go to a whole other country with some mother you don't know?
Absolutely not.
Doing talent shows at 3 a.m.
So you're saying that the rumors are true. There are rumors circulating that Rihanna was actually tricked here. Are you saying that that
Doesn't
is...
sound that way, don't it? Because her daddy ain't show up till 24 hours later to pick up a $500,000 check for his daughter's ass. Maybe we should look more into that album, Auntie. That album cover was disturbing. A child bride with a crown over her head and blood smeared on her face. I don't know. How don't people see SOSs anymore?
Believe it or not, this might sound completely outrageous, but it sheds light on why Jay-Z was so adamant about getting Rihanna to sign with his label. The story goes that he didn't just persuade her, he practically forced her hand. In fact, he reportedly went as far as threatening to throw her out of his 27th floor office window if she didn't agree.
So nervous. I was shaking literally. But the moment I walked into the office, the atmosphere was so warm and welcoming.
And you had to sing a cappella for him?
Yes, I had to sing. I sang Fun to Replay. I sang another ballad from the album last time.
So then what did he say to you? He said something to you.
Oh yes, he said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. And there was this sudden feel of relief.
But then he said something about a window and a door or something.
Oh, then he said, he did it homework.
I did a lot of homework on you, Miss Lady.
He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
So you was like, where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure working with Jay-Z, you've met Beyonce.
At first, everyone brushed it off as just another quirky remark. But now, knowing what we know about him, that comment feels, well, let's just say it raises some eyebrows. Most of you probably remember the infamous 2009 incident between Chris Brown and Rihanna, the one that shook the world the night before the Grammys. What started as a heated argument in the car spiraled into something far more serious. Chris physically attacked Rihanna, leaving her with visible bruises and injuries on her face and body. The aftermath was huge. Chris was arrested and faced legal consequences, including 5 years of probation and a year of domestic violence counseling. Over time, Chris has appeared to own up to what happened. He's publicly taken responsibility and stuck to a version of events that aligned with what Rihanna and her team shared. The fight began when she confronted him about cheating, which escalated when she hit him first. In an interview, Rihanna candidly explained her side, saying, "I caught him in a lie, and he wouldn't come clean. I couldn't let it go, and he couldn't handle that I wouldn't drop it." She described the scene vividly, saying, "It escalated into him being violent toward me. It was ugly. I was battered, bleeding, and my face was swollen." Rihanna also admitted their relationship was intensely toxic, saying, "The more in love we became, the more dangerous we were for each other. Equally dangerous. It was almost like an obsession." For years, Chris stuck to that narrative, admitting he lost control when confronted about his infidelity. But in recent years, he's been hinting there's more to the story. Subtly, yet repeatedly, he's suggested the full truth hasn't been revealed. One incident where this tension resurfaced was when Chloe Bailey collaborated with Chris on her track, "How Does It Feel?" The backlash was instant and intense. Fans slammed Chloe, accusing her of aligning herself with someone whose past actions didn't align with being a girl's girl. The criticism became too much for Chris, and he finally snapped. He lashed out at his critics in a fiery response, and even threw some serious shade at Jay-Z in the process.